Hi guys, welcome back to our channel again. In this Tableau tutorial, we'll see how we can connect to a data source from Tableau. And beside this, we will see how we can load the dataset. Then after that, we will verify the data and then we'll see the describe function. Later, if we require, then we can also rename the column of the dataset. We can also see that. And after that, we'll also see how we can cache different custom data types of the table column. Before we jump into today's tutorial, I want to make sure you know that there's more tutorials coming on this Tableau series and other programming languages and technologies. So be sure to subscribe and tap the bell so that you can get a notification every time when a new tutorial is published. So let's jump to our tutorial. In the last video, we saw how we can get the data. So we have two data source. One is the COVID-19 dataset and the other is the mapping dataset. Now we will initially load this COVID data from Tableau. Our data is located in this location, downloads and tab. This is the folder which we created last time. So let's minimize this thing and let's jump to Tableau Skin. So once you open Tableau, you will see this thing. If you still didn't open Tableau, you can start Tableau by clicking the start menu and then start typing Tableau and then you will find the Tableau. If you click there, then it will come like this way. So this is the initial skin of Tableau. This skin is divided three parts initially, like left, middle and right side. Okay, so this part is the connector from where we actually link the data source. You will see there are different sections. One is search for data, Tableau server, and there is another section which is called to a file. If we have data source file, then we can use this. Beside the data source, we can also use some server like database server, including SQL Server, MySQL, Oracle, and many more. If you click more, then it will show you all the different data source or databases which you can link from this to Tableau. Okay, so I'm not going to this thing because the steps here all are the same. Okay, so we have the CSV dataset, which is basically a text file. Okay, if you have Excel file, you can also use to link that using Microsoft Excel or JSON or so on. Okay, in this video we will see how we can link those CSV file. Right, we have CSV. This is COVID-19 CSV file, which is the latest source of data from the link we downloaded. Okay, so now let's come here, click the text file, and then it will open this type of window. Now we need to go to the download location where we actually have the data. So here is the downloads and then there is tab. We created this folder for our data source and here is the data, main data. So we need to select this and after that we have to click this open button. So once you select, just hit open button and the whole data will be loaded. It will take some time because it has a huge data. Okay, and so once the data is loaded, then you will find the Tableau skin is completely changed and it is showing all the data in a tabular format. So here we are seeing all the data, it is loaded in tabular format, and here there are a couple of things, sheet 1 and so on. And if you see in the left side, you will see the connection section, and here it is showing the data source from where we loaded. Right now it is loaded from the CSV, that's why it is showing this thing. Okay, and there are some other things. I'm not going to go details this part. Right now I want to discuss about this table section. So the data which we had in the CSV, Tableau is very intelligent. It is loaded everything in tabular format, and you will see if you scroll, you will see all the columns are there. But if you scroll down here, you will see only limited amounts of data, and in the top it will show you that only 1000 rows are loaded. By default, Tableau will load only 1000 rows of data, but our record set has more than data. So to see all of the data, what we have to do, we have to type the zero. For example, I'm typing 10,000 and hit enter key. So after putting 10,000, very soon it will change to like this. That means this data set has only 3223 rows. Okay, so if we press or if we put more than this amount, that means it's actually not logical because we already have only this small data. So how it can come the 10,000? Basically it loaded all the data. I put 10,000 intentionally so that to show you it is able to load all the data sets. So in this way, Tableau automatically loads the data from the data source. Now let's come to the other things. Here Tableau loaded all the data set very fast because the file size is very small. But if you have large amount of data, sometimes it takes some minutes to load the data. Now let's see that table data set. So here on the top row, this is basically the table header, and we are seeing all the table header is there, like FIPS admin to this thing. Okay, longitude, then country, everything. If you want to see the details, we'll see there are couple of symbols like hash, then ABC, then all this type of thing. So hash means number. In Tableau, by default it is actually automatically detected that these are numbers, that's why it is putting hash. And if there is character or string, then Tableau will put like ABC. Sometimes Tableau will also unable to define what type of data it is. Like here latitude, it is coming as all, but longitude it is not coming as a perfect data type. So we have to change or verify this data to format this. So to do this thing, what we can do, we can click here, and then will a drop down will be appeared. From here we have to choose geographical role, and from here we have to change the longitude because we have the latitude, and then see it's changed the symbol. That means it is right now it is identified the correct data type. In this way you can verify and fix the data type also. Sometimes you might need to rename couple of column. Suppose for example we want to rename this column less data last update. So what we have to do, we have to select the column and then right click, and then you will find rename. So here now you have to rename this thing. Suppose we want to rename it last update report or update date, it will be more meaningful. So I rename this column to last update date. So in this way you can rename. And also if you want to see the details, you can also do. So suppose this is country column, so what we can do, we can click here, right click, and then we can choose describe, and it will show us the description of this column. And here it is showing the domains 20 of 187 members. So this means in this country column we have total 187 distinct countries. So now close this thing. In this way basically you can check the details and it is showing everything over there. Okay, let's close this thing. So that's all. In this way we can easily connect to dataset. In this video we saw only how to connect the CSV file or text file, but if you want or if you wish to connect some other datasets like Excel or Microsoft Access or some data source like SQL Server or Oracle database, you can also connect and load the data. And also beside that we also saw how to verify the loaded dataset. After that we saw how we can use the describe function, and then finally we also checked how to rename and cast on data type to another data type. That's all guys. I feel after watching this video you have pretty good understanding how to connect the data source using Tableau, and if we need, how we can convert or cast the columns or rename, or how to modify or how to check the data type, and also how to figure out the distinct dataset of Tableau which is loaded. Thank you for watching this video. In the next video we will see how we can also add more columns based on this table data. Sometimes we also need to add calculated columns which will be derived from this existing dataset. In the next video we'll see that. So thank you guys for watching the video. If you really enjoy this video and if this video is helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video.